Hi, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Virtual Travel Escapes. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's our little web series where we've been exploring different destinations and experiences from around the world. So welcome and thank you for joining us. I'm Rhonda Svian, the leisure manager at Paul Travel, and my beautiful, as always, co-host, Julie Bekdash. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Rhonda, and hi, everybody. Welcome.
So just before we get into today, I just wanted to remind everybody that our presentations are all recorded. So if you've missed any of our fabulous locations that we've showcased over the many months, please visit paultravel.com/webinars and you'll see a list of all of the previously recorded webinars there. So take a peek and maybe you'll find something that's interesting and inspiring for you. Next week, we're going to be showcasing New Zealand, which I think will be really exciting to kind of learn a little bit about what's new and exciting there. So that's June 22nd at 4 p.m. You know, also, Julie and I have really loved hearing from all of you. So if you have any suggestions for us or any feedback, it's really welcome and loved. We're going to keep on, with our little virtual travelscape series, definitely leading into the fall. We may take a break for a week or so just for the summer, but, any suggestions you have of what you want to see, please send them on to us. We're happy to put it on our list. Now, I know like myself and many of you out there, oh my gosh, we have been dreaming about where we want to travel to next. And if you guys haven't put this on your bucket list, it's a must. And it's sailing with Windstar. We all have a little ship behind us. And that to me is amazing. Oh my gosh, there's something about Windstar that is so magical and is truly one of my favorites. I'm really lucky. I've sailed on both the small ships, the sailing yachts, which is right behind me. There's just something about seeing those sails in the air, up there in the sky and just, sailing, whether it's Tahiti or the Mediterranean. I have a great memory of being in the port of Dubrovnik. It's the most beautiful view. On the back of these ships, there is a water sports center. So they kind of lower the water sports center. We were playing in the water and I had this, I don't know who had this great idea of going tubing. So we went tubing in Dubrovnik. It was so much fun. I survived it, believe it or not. But, it's just those little extra amazing experiences that just creates memories for a lifetime. And then they have the yachts as well, which is fantastic. And just, you kind of feel pampered. So I'm really excited about today. And we can't wait to bring on our fabulous guest. I know I'm chatting a lot here, Julie, but I'll let you step in. And I don't know, have you sailed on them, Julie?
No, I haven't, but I can just imagine. That sounds so nice.
It's really magical. There's just something about these experiences on Windstar that is so special and intimate and lovely.
Yeah.
So as a reminder to everybody, if you have any questions at all, jot them in the Q&A box or even in the chat box. Again, any questions you have at all, or maybe you've been on Windstar and you have an experience you want to share or a destination, just let us know. And Julie's going to monitor them and make sure all your questions get answered, at the end of the presentation. So Julie, I'll turn it over to you.
Perfect. Thank you, Rhonda. I have butterflies just thinking about that experience that you had and just
it was so fun.
Yeah, sailing through the South Pacific or somewhere in the, like you said, with the wind pushing the sails is incredible. So today with us, we have the wonderful Andrea Mendelsohn. She has been with Windstar for about 4.5 years and in the travel industry about 38 years if I'm going back on her LinkedIn. It flies by, but everything from Fairmont and tour companies and airline KLM and so you've kind of done it all, Andrea. So welcome. We're so excited to hear your presentation and you share with us about Windstar.
Thank you so much. So if you want me to go ahead, I will share my screen. Are you ready for that? Great.
Yeah.
Wonderful, everybody. Thank you. Let's get this going. So I want to thank you both, Rhonda and Julie, for inviting me here. I am so thrilled to be a part of your lineup because it sounds so exciting, all these fantastic webinars that you're doing, exciting people and enticing people through this horrid time that we had. But now we've got so much to look forward to. To everybody who's on this webinar today, a very, very warm welcome. I'm thrilled to be able to share with you how Windstar Cruises is 180 degrees from ordinary. But more importantly, before I begin, Paul Travel is one of our strongest preferred partners. And what that means is because they're such a strong partner of ours, we give them special perks and amenities to pass on over to you, their valued clients. So I encourage you, everybody, that when you are going to search our website, which I hope you do, or find the cruise of your dreams, please go back to Paul Travel, because in addition to all our wonderful fares and sales and offers, they are able to give you additional special perks and amenities because they're such good partners of ours. Again, my name is Andrea Mendelson. I'm the Regional Sales Manager responsible for Canada, and I can't wait to share with you, as Rhonda was mentioning, the exciting experiences that we offer you on Windstar Cruises. And Julie, we can't wait for you to come and share them as well. So, what is Windstar Cruises all about? Even before people were worried about going back into the waters and only wanting to sail on small ships, Windstar Cruises has always been doing this. This is our unique selling point. Windstar Cruises has always been about small ship cruising, yacht style cruising. And because of these small yachts and small experiences that we're able to offer, we're able to give you, our guests, a unique, immersive, authentic experience in all the amazing destinations that we take you to. Think about it, everybody. You know, people say, I did a 360. Well, what does that mean? It means you start at point A and you end up at point A again. But going 180 degrees is taking you in a completely different direction. And that is what we do. Because we're small, we're able to take you off the beaten path, into small little harbors, into small little bays, very often dock right in port when those big ships simply can't do it. We take you to unique places, to captivating places, and places, again, beyond the reach of those other big ships. So often we'll get into a destination where you will not see anybody else in sight except for your fellow Windstar companions. How amazing is that when you have these incredible destinations and ports of call only open and available to you? We want you to get to see what you set out to see in the first place. So with Windstar, it's not about getting to a destination, crossing it off your bucket list, buying a souvenir to prove that you were there, maybe having something to drink, quickly taking a photograph before you stand in line for the tender to get back onto your ship to sail off to the next destination. We often arrive very early in the morning. We very often leave late at night. So again, we allow you to immerse in those unique destinations that we take you to. We want you to come back having created amazing memories that are truly going to last a lifetime. Windstar likes to say we're for travelers and not for tourists. And whilst, of course, we are going to go to some of the places that the big ships go to, invariably, they are going to be tendered way out at sea or anchored way out at sea, and you're going to have to tender in for long times, not long periods at a time. Either Windstar is docked right in port, you just step on and off the ship at your leisure, or it's a very short tender right away. Because we're small, we're able to get so much closer to the destination. I'm going to put on a video for you. I hope it will encapsulate all that I want you to know and certainly whet your appetites. And then I'm going to come back and chat with you again. So enjoy, everybody.
We live in an awesome world with tropical islands, enchanted coastlines, gleaming port cities, storybook villages with wonders beyond compare. What better way to explore it all than by yacht? Windstar is 180 degrees from any other kind of cruise. Yacht-style cruising is about freedom. The freedom to do as you please. No waiting in lines. Freedom to dine when, where, and with whomever you choose. With culinary artistry that will simultaneously wow you and make you feel very much at home. Windstar's fleet is made up of 3 luxury power yachts and 3 iconic luxury sailing ships. Designed to our exacting specifications, carrying fewer than 300 guests. By design, it's made to feel like your own private yacht. True luxury isn't grandiose. It's simple. Make it all about you, our guest. Whether that means helping to create a very special occasion or knowing just when to stay out of the way. Windstar has created an experience that's all about our guests. Perhaps that's why readers of Condé Nast Traveler voted us the world's best small ship cruise line. Windstar's yachts get you closer to the world, closer to natural wonders, closer to the people and immersed in the cultures we visit. On a yacht, there are simply fewer barriers between you and authentic experiences. We are in the magic moments business, curating unique voyages to legendary places and places nobody else goes. Bringing you unforgettable private events, as well as the freedom to create your own perfect moments. We invite you to think of these yachts as your yachts. Welcome aboard Windstar Cruises.
Well, I hope, Rhonda, that's brought back so many memories for you, but I guess I hope too that this has excited so many of you to come and want to sail with us. So let me go through some of what is our 180 degrees from ordinary. And we pretty much start out with talking about a relaxed atmosphere on board. You probably imagine that this is a very pretentious experience where you have to get dressed up for dinner and there are formal nights. On the contrary, 180 degrees from that. For us, it's all about traveling in understated elegance. And what do we mean by that? Just at dinner time, to go to dinner in what we call country club casual attire. So men can go in khakis and a short sleeve golf shirt. Ladies, we can go in a nice pair of pants or a skirt or a dress. No formal nights, which is wonderful. Who wants to be in Tahiti, in the Mediterranean, in Iceland, wherever it is that we go, and have to have those formal nights and have a set time to eat? Can you imagine being in port, having the most wonderful time and not wanting to leave, but you have to get up, rush back to the ship, change, and be in time to eat at 6:30? Not so on Windstar Cruises. Come during meal hours to our main dining room. You can ask for a table for 2, you can ask for a table for 4, 6, however many you want, and we're able to accommodate you. The other great thing is if you've had a long day and you just don't feel like getting dressed to go to the dining room, and you order room service from your suite or your stateroom, we will serve you course by course as if you're sitting in the dining room. So it's not just a knock at your door or a ring at your doorbell to say, here's your tray with your starter, your entree, your dessert. We will serve you, as I mentioned, course by course. For us and for you, we want to give you all those relaxed experiences. This is a vacation, no formalities. If you don't have a shore excursion booked early in the morning, wake up at your leisure, have a lovely breakfast. Invariably, as I say, we're very close to the port, if not right in port. You can come and go as you please, see the sights, do shopping, come back to the ship. It's all about those unregimented days where you do what you want to do, because this is all about you. You are our VIP. And of course, because we're small, it's that freedom from crowds. Not only nowadays when we start traveling again after COVID, do people want extra room, which is what we provide, and extra space, but because we carry less than 342 guests, there's no jostling for space, there's no lining up, there's no queuing up in anywhere. Who wants to pull the short straw and get up early in the morning and go and put a towel on your deck chair to save a chair? Who wants to be first in line in the tender waiting for your friends and family to come and meet you? That is not the case. We want you to engage with our crew, with everybody, and we truly want you to feel, I hope you heard from the video, like you're on your own private yacht. And how do we do that? We're able to anticipate our guests' needs. We have a ratio of crew to guest 1 to 1.5. Imagine that, 1 crew member to every 1.5 guests. And whilst, of course, there is no such thing as half a person, just think of the exemplary service. On day 2, and Rhonda, I hope you had this experience. On day 2, we get to know your names, we get to know your preferences. If that doesn't make you feel like a VIP and not just a number, part of thousands of people, this is truly what Windstar is all about. Now, you might be wondering, well, this sounds fabulous. I wonder what the food is like. Well, of course, nobody's going to say our food is mediocre. We were all going to say our food is fabulous, our food is excellent, and so am I. But I can substantiate that because Windstar Cruises is an exclusive long-term partner of the James Beard Foundation. James Beard is an organization, an American organization, that recognizes top chefs, top sommeliers, top mixologists, and these amazing people have come on and trained our chefs and our crew how to create some of the most amazing, delectable, mouth-watering meals. Now, before I move on, I just want to show you something here. In the middle, you see one of the James Beard Foundation chefs doing something that we call Shop with Chef. And the same way as those big cruise ships have to replenish, so does Windstar. So when we do stop and go into the little markets and the little villages and the little towns, we are able to take a group of about 26 guests. It's complimentary if you're interested in joining our chef, going into the markets and choosing food and doing taste tests and bringing it back. And when we create these wonderful meals that you've chosen and you've decided on, these are some of the examples that you're going to experience once you're back on Windstar. So we offer James Beard Foundation inspired meals in all our eating venues. I hope you have had your lunch yet, or you're just about ready to eat something. The other way that we truly make you feel as if you're on your own private yacht is that we have an open bridge policy. Not many cruise lines do this. Here we've got our captain, Neil, who is obviously in the bridge. We invite guests to come in and have a special brew coffee with him in the morning, or while we're sailing under the stars at night, go and engage with the navigation crew. Understandably now, what with the health and safety protocols that we've got in place, we do limit the number of people at any one time, but it is still open for you to go in, and you don't have to be really a sailor to know all about this. It is just so interesting to go in and see how we are navigating these beautiful ships. You heard Rhonda mention that when she was in Croatia, she went on the WATERSPORTS platform. How amazing, when it is safe to do so. And I will say, when we are not docked right in port, and usually in a sun destination, we're able to lower the WATERSPORTS platform. We have one on all our 6 ships, and guests can participate complimentary in any of the water sports, either snorkeling, kayaking, paddle boarding, whatever it is that you want to do, except for scuba diving. If you choose to scuba dive, we have to get a PADI certified diver, so there is a charge for that. But why not take advantage of all these amazing water sports? It is so amazing to be out in the water, do your sights in the destination, do your shopping, and come back and take advantage. But you might be saying, Julie, Rhonda, I'm not that adventurous. I don't think I can go skiing or paddle boarding. I just want to relax just off the water sports platform. You can certainly do this. You can lie on one of our flotation mattresses. It is all a lot of fun. So we invite you to take advantage of that. Before I talk about some of our amazing destinations, I do want to address what we call our beyond ordinary care. Because we are 180 degrees from ordinary, our health and safety protocols are called beyond ordinary care. And I am not going to read everything that you see on the slide or the following slide, but I do want you to know that if you do want this information, it is available. Advisor, they will be able to send you a flyer with all these details. The most important thing that you do need to know is that we are working with the CDC as well as the epidemiology department of the University of Colorado's Anschutz Medical Center. So we are really best in class, and we have state-of-the-art protocols in our program. I will tell you that we will send you the latest. We have a multi-layer strategy for pre-boarding, on-board, and shore excursions. But what we do need you to know, or what I would like you to know, is that everybody sailing on Windstar has to be fully vaccinated. You do have to have proof of this 14 days prior to boarding that you've been fully vaccinated. We do require guests to wear masks when they're traveling to and from the ship. And in an instance where people cannot socially distance, currently now guests are required to wear a mask. We are going to stagger the arrivals and departures. And then on board, we are using special EPA registered hospital grade sanitizing solution where we are spraying in all the high touch points, of course, in your stateroom and your suites. The other important thing that I do want you to know is Windstar has always traveled with a doctor on board. We have now increased that to have 3 medical staff on board all of our ships. Our shore excursions, which because we're small, we've always taken small groups of guests. We are going to reduce capacity. We are going to sanitize after each of the shore excursions, and we are going to have staggered arrivals and departures in the different ports with our shore excursions. So you can rest assured that we truly are taking care of our guests. Now for the exciting part, I want to talk about our beautiful fleet. Our biggest ship is called our Windsurf. And anything when I go through this presentation that has the name Wind in front of it is going to be one of our beautiful sailing ships. So our Windsurf is our biggest ship. She's our flagship, and she can carry 342 guests. Just think about that. So few guests, and she is our biggest ship. In order to be categorized as a small ship, you have to carry less than 350 guests. So we kind of squeak in under the line, and we are still a small cruise ship company. Here she is, 5 masts, 7 beautiful sails. And Rhonda had mentioned that when the sails are up and you go from one beautiful destination to another, that is what we do. And even though this is a beautiful sailing ship, our guests are still going to have a cruising experience. Nobody stands barefoot on deck and helps raise these sails. Windstar guests stand on deck, or you're either in the hot tub or in the pool, or you stand on deck with a cocktail in your hand, and these sails hydraulically unfurl as we sail off from one beautiful destination to another. Now, you might be looking at this picture and go back to your Paul travel advisor and say, you know, this looks amazing. You have sent me an itinerary. My mouth is watering. I didn't even know you could go to some of these destinations by ship, and here Windstar is taking guests there. But I didn't see a balcony. And you know that in the past, when you've booked me, you've always booked me with a balcony. I'm going to say you're quite right. These ships do not offer balconies. However, don't let that deter you from going on an amazing itinerary, a beautiful vacation, because there isn't a balcony. Go onto the deck, grab 2 deck chairs, make that your balcony. Grab 4 deck chairs if you're traveling with friends, make that your balcony. But don't forgo this amazing itinerary. For those of you who think, well, you know, I'm going to go on a very long journey. We've got 56-day itineraries. We've got 38-day itineraries, even if you're going for 7 days, and you might just want a little bit of extra room. Ask Paul Travel to book you into one of our double suites. All our staterooms actually start at 188 square feet, and they're beautifully appointed. What we did is we took 62 suites, we broke down the wall in between them, and we converted them into 31 double suites. So you've got extra room, 2 washrooms, multiple closet space, a wonderful lounge area to sit in, very, very roomy. So if you feel you want that little bit of extra space, speak to your travel advisor at Paul Travel, and they can book you into one of our double suites or our bridge suite, which is 495 square feet. Don't not go. We have 2 smaller ships. They're 2 sister ships called the Windstar and the Windspirit. And these small ships only carry 148 guests. I had mentioned to you the ratio of crew to guest is 1 to 1.5. 148 guests with 101 crew. Talk about your own private yacht. Now, these beautiful sailing ships do way better in warmer waters. So Windstar has very, very cleverly deployed them to places like the Mediterranean. We are very, very strong in the Greek Isles, Costa Rica and the Panama Canal, the Caribbean, Tahiti. In fact, our Windspirit, which is one of these small ships, has a dedicated program, a year-round dedicated program in Tahiti, if you're looking for that exotic destination to go to. We also have our beautiful power yachts, our Star Breeze, our Star Pride, and our Star Legend. These beautiful ships come to us from Seabourn Cruise Lines and other luxury cruise lines, and we refurbish them at a huge expense. We purchased them, and when we put them in the water in 2014, we sailed with 212 guests. These ships, these all-suite ships, do have some suites that have a balcony. These are all suites. They've got walk-in closets, marble bathrooms, double sinks. But in 2018, we announced something called our $250 million Star Plus initiative. And what is that, you might ask? We took all 3 of these beautiful starships into a dockyard in Palermo, Italy. We started doing these amazing renovations where we have split the ships in half, stretched them, and added in an 84-foot prefabricated section, which will give us an additional 50 suites, thereby allowing us to accommodate another 100 guests. And now that these ships, 2 of them have been completed already, have been put together and are in the water, we are now sailing with 312 guests. So what have we done? We've just lengthened the ships. We haven't widened them. So we're still able to go into the small, little unique places that you simply can't get to on those big ships. So this is outstanding. We've added 2 new specialty restaurants. We've refurbished basically the whole ship. We've done the engine room. We've done the spa facility, the retail facility, the fitness facility. It is as if you're sailing on a brand new ship. Initially, we had our beds in the front. As you walked into the door, and we still have many suites like that, you will see the bed in the front, and then closer to the window, you will have your sitting area or your lounge area. In the new section, the bed is closer to the window. What I do need to tell you on Windstar cruises, and this is amazing, we don't know what an inside cabin is, an inside stateroom or an inside suite. Every single ship offers our guests an ocean view stateroom. So no matter whether you're in a suite, in a stateroom, in one of the biggest suites, you will all have an ocean view. So that is something to look forward to on Windstar. Our main dining room is called the Amphora. You heard me make mention, no reservations required. And all we ask with regards to dress code is that nobody comes in broken jeans or torn jeans or very short shorts and sandals. It's again that country club casual vibe. For breakfast and lunch, we have our veranda cafe, both inside, as you can see, and outside. So whether we docked or whether we're still sailing, you can choose to sit outside or inside. It is buffet. The buffets change slightly because we will serve you. But if you say to your pool travel advisor, you know, I'm on vacation, I don't feel that I want to go and serve myself, well, you don't have to. Just order a la carte off the menu. And the important thing to know is because we are small, we don't prepare meals long in advance and keep them hot in an oven. Everything is created and prepared a la minute. So you order off the menu, we create it, we make it for you, and we serve it to you. At nighttime, we convert our veranda cafe into what we call our Candles specialty restaurant. And here we do require that guests make a reservation only because we want to ensure that everybody has a chance. The important thing to know is that there is no surcharge. We also have on the Windsurf another specialty restaurant, a French-inspired restaurant called Stella Bistro. Again, no surcharge. We just ask that you make a reservation. So again, everybody can have a chance there. On our starships, I mentioned that we have added 2 new specialty restaurants. One of them is called Quadro 44, which is actually the address of where the restaurant is on the ship. It means section 44. And it is a casual tapas style restaurant, a casual Spanish tapas restaurant. It's done in partnership with Chef Anthony Sasso, who is a veteran of a Michelin star restaurant in New York. Absolutely fabulous. And then in partnership with grill master Stephen Rakeland, we've got our Star Grill, which is a mix of modern and traditional barbecue and world barbecue. So this is under the stars. You get to make a reservation here as well and have the most amazing barbecue. On one of the nights as well, on all our cruises, we close down all the restaurants and we have the most sensational signature deck barbecue. What you're seeing here is our famous paella, but you have got pork. Would you do a whole pork, a whole pig roast on the spit? We have a lobster, steak, anything that you can imagine, and it is absolutely sensational. So many people find this the highlight of their cruise, and afterwards the crew come on and they dance with you, and it is simply an amazing experience. So you might be wondering, well, what is included on Windstar cruises? And I'm going to say again, all the meals are included. Even when you go to a specialty restaurant, there is no surcharge. All the non-alcoholic beverages, all the specialty coffees, your lattes, your cappuccinos, unlimited as much as you want, your specialty teas, your soft drinks, all your bottled water, all included complimentary. There is a charge for alcoholic beverages, so you can choose between either just buying a la carte when you have a few drinks a day, or if you don't want the bother and you just want to know that you've got everything taken care of, we have a beer and wine package for $49 US per person per day. But for just $10 more, for $59 US per person per day, you can get all the beer and wine that you would have on the beer and wine package, plus all the hard liquor. Plus you get your alcohol in your bar fridge in the room as well. So again, speak to Paul Travel. They will be able to give you all the details. And again, it makes it like an all-inclusive product or package for you, if you will. For those of you who would like everything included, we have something called our all-in package. And for $89 US per person per day, we provide to you the captain's exclusive beverage package, which has all the cocktails, aperitifs, hard liquor, wine and beer, and your mini bar. We give you unlimited Wi-Fi on one device. You have your free daily laundry service, and it includes the gratuities and the gratuity on the beverage package. So as an example, if you were to buy all of this a la carte on a 7-day cruise, you would pay an additional $245 more. So it is a huge saving. And again, you're making this like an all-inclusive package. So you might be wondering, I'm chomping at the bit, Andrea. Stop talking about all those things. I want to know where you go. Well, let me tell you that unfortunately, in the time that we've got, I can't talk about every destination. So I encourage you to speak to Paul Travel. Your travel advisor will be able to send you a brochure. But because things have been changing, because of the different regulations in some of the countries, go onto our website and see our latest and most current information. We have a very robust portfolio of destinations, and I'm just going to go through some of them and hopefully whet your appetites. Greece for us is one of our most popular destinations. Can you imagine sailing in our Windstar with the sails going and going from one beautiful island to another? Beautiful destinations in Greece. It's not just the Santorini, which is magnificent, and Mykonos. Even if you've been there a million times, who doesn't want to go back there? But it's going to places like Katakalon and Monemvasia and Nafplio, and places that you think, I didn't even know about those places, or I didn't know you could get there on a cruise ship. We take you there. Now, what you're looking at in the top right-hand corner of your screen is actually the Celsus Library in Ephesus, Turkey. So when we combine our Greek itineraries with Turkey, we've been taking our guests to this beautiful, what we call destination discovery event. When all the day guests have left this ancient ruin, this very, very popular tourist site, we take over this ancient ruin, the Celsus Library, where we provide a white glove service. It's a 5-course meal. You can see on starch linen tablecloths. We've got a string quartet playing in the background. This ancient ruin is lit up, all for Windstar guests exclusively. I'm so pleased to say that now, starting in 2021, when we go to Turkey, we are also going to include Istanbul, which is a phenomenal destination. Something that we do as well, we're able to go, because we're small, through the Corinth Canal. And on many of our Greek itineraries, that is absolutely a highlight. You can see, you can't do this on a small ship. We're able to take our guests where you can stand on deck, you stretch out your arms and you feel, wow, I can touch these limestone walls. Simply can't do that with a big cruise ship. Here's a bigger picture of that destination discovery event. Northern Europe, we go to Iceland. That's a hot, exciting destination. Very expensive destination to be in. The food is expensive. Try and find fabulous accommodation. You don't have your 5-star accommodation, very expensive. What better way to be in the comfort of a newly renovated ship? It would be one of our star ships, because we can't take the sailing ships into this colder climate or hardier waters. You get to do a 7-day round trip from Reykjavik to Reykjavik. And this country, it's such a juxtaposition of different things that you're going to see. Very, very exciting destination. Tahiti. You heard me make mention of the fact that we have an all-year-round program there. We do not only the Society Islands on our Dreams of Tahiti, which is Papeete, is the main city that you go into. We do Bora Bora, Moorea, Raiatea. We have our Destination Discovery event in Taha, where we do fire dances and a Tahitian feast. We go to Huahine. And I would encourage you to stay on and go onto the Tuamotu Islands, where we go and see Whakarava and Rangiroa. So you're going all that long distance, why not extend your stay and go for 10 or 11 days? I'm going to put on another quick video, which I hope will really entice you. So once again, everybody, enjoy.
Tahiti. What better way to explore a nation of islands than by yacht? A Windstar yacht. Sail into small bays big ships can't reach. Explore beaches on uninhabited motus. There is nothing between you and the real Tahiti. Paddle, swim, or snorkel right from a yacht built specifically for Tahiti, on a line that was voted the world's best small ship cruise line. Hop ashore to the enchanted landscape of Moorea. Raiatea's lush forests and black pearl farm. Play in the bathtub-warm lagoons surrounding Bora Bora's exotic peaks. Let Windstar take you into these unique island paradises with overnight stays at most. Thoughtfully designed staterooms, exquisite yet relaxed dining experiences, unforgettable private events, and a crew that never stop finding ways to make you feel like you're on your own private yacht. Make this the ultimate way to experience Polynesia. Just an 8-hour flight from LAX to Papeete, or 9.5 from Sydney, Windstar is here year-round. Choose from 7, 10, or 11-day itineraries, with plenty of options to extend your stay on shore. See and experience the most of Tahiti on the world's best small ship cruise line.
So I truly encourage you to speak to Paul Travel and your travel advisor, because we've got some amazing air, hotel, and cruise programs where if you book now before the 30th of July, some of them offer the free beverage package. So that is a great benefit. And of course, Paul Travel will be able to help you with that. Panama Canal in Costa Rica, what an amazing experience. This is an incredible engineering feat. And we do only do one complete day in the Panama Canal. And I had the fortunate opportunity to do it. And behind us was one of these huge, big cruise ships. And I'm sure that everybody, the thousands and thousands of people that were on that ship, were having the most amazing time. I have no doubt about that. They were leaning over the banisters and looking down and must have been marveling at what they were seeing. I will tell you that we Windstar guests were in the experience. We had that immersive experience. When the locks opened, the lock gates opened, we went up and we went down with the water. It was truly that immersive experience, a real authentic experience. And then if you can glance very quickly at some of the unique places that we go to, the small little places, the off the beaten path places, as I keep saying, Quepos, Golfo Dolce, all these little places that, again, Isla Parida, that you simply can't get to. So it's not just about sun and sand and sea that you get to see when you go on a Windstar cruise. We go to these little unique places, really places that are going to just light your spirit. We go to many, many UNESCO World Heritage sites. So again, we're bringing you so much more than just going from one beach to the next. Caribbean. Now, I know I'm based in Ontario, so we're a little blasé here. It's easier for us to go directly into the Caribbean, but you might be saying to your pool travel advisor, oh no, you've sent me to the Caribbean thousands of times. I've been from Miami to Fort Lauderdale. We've done a day at sea. We've done some private island, back to Miami. That is not Windstar's Caribbean. Look at some of the places we go. Surfers Hole, Yost Van Dyke, Little Bay Montserrat. We do Virgin Gorda, Beckway. So many amazing places, Pigeon Island. So we go to these unique places where, again, turquoise waters, places that you simply would not get to see. Can you see these places? Pretty much can really only accommodate small little ships. And this is what we're able to do. FALMOUTH Harbour in Antigua, 365 beaches. Can you imagine choosing which one you want to go to? And I hope you can see in the background, pretty much in the center of the picture, the Windstar ship with her masts up there. So again, we're able to navigate these little bays and little harbors and bring you into these unique destinations. Places, again, that you might simply miss if you go on another big ship. So I hope these beautiful pictures, again, are tempting you and getting you excited about what Windstar Cruises is all about. The Mediterranean, so popular for us. Places like going to Barcelona, Malaga, Gibraltar, Cadiz. We've got a beautiful itinerary, just a one-off every year in May, where we go to the Grand Prix. So again, if you're interested in that, speak to Paul Travel. We have an overnight in Monte Carlo. It is absolutely an incredible itinerary where, again, for those of you that are interested, we provide seats in section K. We give you a gift of binoculars. It is just an incredible itinerary. Look at this one. People probably think, wow, I can't believe you get to so many places, but Windstar is clever about deploying. We don't do circle trips, hundreds of trips in the same destination. We constantly are moving our ships and deploying them from one place to the next. Southern Spain, Portugal, Morocco. We've got the most amazing little shore excursion when you go to Agadir in Morocco. You get to go and see goats in trees. Can you imagine if another huge cruise ship had to arrive with, let's say, hundreds of guests who wanted to do a shore excursion? You wouldn't see a goat in sight. Here you're able to get to see, as I mentioned in the beginning, what you set out to see in the first place. Going to Italy. Well, not only do we do the most unusual ports in Italy, but we also combine not only Italian, but our Greek itineraries with going to the Dalmatian coast. You heard Rhonda mention going to Croatia. Such a popular destination. We do the Dalmatian coast. We do the Adriatic Sea. So some beautiful, beautiful destinations. Alaska. Wow, talk about getting up close and personal. We're like the only ship. And this, I know, is close to home for you. If you've done it, you might have done a different experience. I need to tell you that this was quite incredible. Going into places like Inian Straits, Tracy Arm, Endicott Arm, Misty Fjords, you are right there. And what does Windstar do? We travel with 6 expedition experts, ranging from glaciologists, wildlife experts, phenomenal photographers, botanists, and they engage with our guests throughout the duration of the cruise. And I had mentioned to you, we lower our water sports platform in warm, calm waters. Well, we do this as well in the cold, calm waters of Alaska. We're lowering our water sports platform and we launch our 2-person kayaks and our Zodiac excursions right off the back of the ship. So you're not tendering into shore and getting into a Jeep and going to a shop to hire a kayak. We do this right off our ship. And I do want to show you an experience. I didn't take this photograph, but one of the expedition experts did and very kindly shared it with me and with all of us. We saw a family of these killer whales. It was just a phenomenal experience. And here I am sitting very, very close to the glaciers. I want to take you in my little Zodiac and share my experience with you. So enjoy, everybody. So this was not just looking through binoculars. We were right there. We went up with the water and down with the water. It was incredible. I don't want to leave you without talking about what we call our Star Collector voyages. These are pretty much back to back. So any cruise that is longer than 14 days, we consider Star Collector, and we give all our guests free daily laundry. So how wonderful to go on one of our longer itineraries. You can even be in the Caribbean and you think, I've come all this way. Why would I want to do just 7 days? Let me do 14 days. We will give you free daily laundry. And how wonderful. You travel with your normal size suitcase. You unpack once. You don't have to worry about changing from ship to ship or from suite or stateroom. And you put something on and you think, well, I don't feel like wearing this today. Drop it in the laundry and it's going to be returned to you as fresh as when you brought it onto the cruise. Look at some of these phenomenal itineraries. You might go to your favorite resort, whether it's in Arizona, whether it's maybe in Florida, and you do the same thing every day. You wake up, you have your breakfast, or if you go to the beach, you meet the same friends. What about doing something different? Leaving on the 8th of January, 2022, we have a 56-day itinerary on our big ship, the Windsurf. I'm not going to go through all the destinations that we go to, but I can tell you that we very, very seldom repeat the same ports. What an incredible experience, rather than doing the same thing that you would do in your rental apartment or your condo or your all-inclusive. What a way to do something different and experience this amazing, amazing itinerary. Look at this one, extended Great Barrier Reef and Indonesian explorations. In describing all the itineraries that we go to, Rhonda mentioned that next week you're going to hear about New Zealand. Windstar is now sailing. We were supposed to start in 2020. We are going to Australia and New Zealand. We have got some amazing itineraries in Asia as well. So look at this one. This is going in January, on January the 25th, 2023. It's a 23-day itinerary on our newly renovated Star Breeze. What a great experience. Look at the small little ports of call that we are going to that you probably thought, didn't even know about these places. And if we did, I didn't know you could get there. So another great itinerary. What about going the North Sea and Iceland? How many people knew about starting an itinerary in Edinburgh? We do Edinburgh to Reykjavik. Going on the 15th of July next year, it is 18 days, and this will be on our newly renovated Star Breeze. What an experience. You're going to see UNESCO World Heritage Sites. You're going to start in Edinburgh. You're going to go to Norway, absolutely beautiful places, the Faroe Islands, and then you're going to end with a 7-day round trip in Iceland, like I spoke to you about initially and originally. You might be wondering, well, I wonder if I'm the typical Windstar traveler. Who goes on Windstar and what is the age demographic? Let me tell you that everybody and every age is welcome, except children under the age of 8. So you will not find young families with young children. Windstar is too small to provide children's meals. We don't have children's entertainment. We don't have zip lines or racetracks. So again, you won't find young families, but you will find multi-generational, where you will find parents with the grandparents and maybe the grandchildren who have said, you know what, they're going to give to the in-laws. You look after the kids for 10 days or a week or however long the cruise is. We're going on a Windstar cruise. So again, we accommodate everybody, but particularly those of you who are looking for that immersive, authentic, real, true experience in these amazing, unique destinations in a very unpretentious way, an unsnobby way, an understated, elegant way, as I mentioned to you before. If you love that small ship, if you love that river cruise experience where you like traveling with like-minded people and want that intimate small ship experience, well then Windstar is truly for you. Let me just end this by referring you to our website where you can go and look at some of our amazing specials. But again, I encourage you to go back to Paul Travel because they're going to have additional perks and benefits to offer you. Once you go to windstarcruises.com, on the right-hand side, you will see specials. Click on that. And I want to tell you about something that we call our 747. 747 is an initiative that we started. We come out with 7 cruises that we put on sale for 7 days. Very, very deeply discounted. They start on a Thursday, they run through till Wednesday night, and then the following Thursday, the new lot of 747 sales come out. So you might just find the destination that you've been searching for on an incredible discount. For those of you who might be solo travelers and wanting to travel on your own, we have a reduced single supplement. Normally, we charge a 75% single supplement. We have many sailings and amazing itineraries where we offer you a reduced single supplement of just 20%. So we are making this so manageable and available and cost-effective for those solo travelers who want to come and join us. We can't wait to have you join us. I mentioned to you about Tahiti. We have our special air and hotel cruise promotions that we have going constantly. Speak to Paul Travel because we've got some excellent promotions going on at the moment. And again, I mentioned to you our Star Collector voyages. Here is where you will find the full list of all those 14-day plus itineraries and see all the places that we go to. So because you joined us today, Paul Travel and I want to thank you so much for your time. We're going to give you a show offer in addition to everything else that you will get by booking through Paul Travel. If you make a reservation from tomorrow, the 16th of July, until the 30th of July, we're going to give you an additional $50 US per person shipboard credit. And I will repeat again, it's in addition to any sale price that you can get. It's in addition to any special offer that Paul Travel can give you. We're just delighted that you joined us today. So with that, I want to show you some of the different experiences that you're going to get on Windstar. And no matter which itinerary or which ship you go on, your ship has arrived. We're going to give you that 180 degrees from ordinary experience on whichever ship you sail on. We've been chomping at the bit. We're back in the water. We're back in Tahiti today, the 15th of July. So excited about that. It's today the 15th. I can't even remember anymore. The 15th of July, we are back in Tahiti. We have our Windstar in Greece and we have our Star Breeze in the Caribbean. So with 6 ships, we now have 50% of our ships back in the water. We're waiting to have you come and join us. We're looking forward to having you come on board. And once again, I truly thank you for your time, everybody. Thank you so much, Paul Travel, for having me here today.
Thank you so much, Andrea. I think this picture is so perfect because I think that's what I miss. I love being on the ship and watching the sunset, maybe sailing away from a destination, and something very special about that. Thank you. You covered everything. I just have a question. Maybe if there's somebody really chomping at the bit to travel, but they're a little unsure about, what's going to happen in the next few months. What would be, can you just explain the flexibility in booking over the next little while?
Absolutely, and thank you for that question. If there are any bookings made for 2021, you have 48 hours prior to departure to cancel your booking and get a full future cruise credit. So we are being, really flexible. You can decide 2 days prior and we will give you your money back in a future cruise credit.
Perfect. And with the flexibility with the airlines, that complements it very well. That's great. And yeah, good. And congratulations on getting Tahiti going today.
I know.
Good.
And something, if I can just quickly remark about that, in Greece and in Tahiti, you've heard a lot of the cruise lines saying you have to travel on their shore excursions and in a bubble. Greece and Tahiti do not require that, so people can go on their own on shore, and I'm sure that by the time people start booking, all the different destinations will open up. But specifically now, Tahiti, no bubble tours, and Greece, no bubble tours.
Good, excellent. That's really great. Perfect. I'm not sure if there's anything you want to add, Rhonda. You were probably just in heaven watching.
Oh, it was so amazing. I was in heaven, and it just brought me right back. And I put myself in every little spot of one of those pictures that you had. I can still remember everything so clearly. And a little bit ago, you had said about how the staff really gets to know you and your name. Like it's almost instant that they remember what you like to drink, or you go for lunch in the afternoon, they're already showing up with a bottle of rosé. Like, they're amazing.
Yeah. And Rhonda, when you come back, because you will, those crew, if you see the same crew member, they're going to remember your name. I don't know how people do that, but they do. People go back years later and they remember who you are.
It makes it so special, and you just feel at home. It's so relaxed.
Absolutely.
You just it's fantastic. So yes, all the memories come flooding back, and I truly can't wait to get back out there again.
Good.
Yeah. And the
Yeah, so
itinerary.
thank you so much, Andrea. It was so informative, and you covered a lot, and it just, I think everybody's out there drooling to,
Exactly.
to get sailing.
Exactly.
I hope so. It was my absolute pleasure, and I'm going to give everybody the Windstar wave. I hope you can see the W. Everybody.
Yeah.
That's our Windstar wave for now, how we're going to greet people, but you know how warm and demonstrative our crew are. For now, they're going to be masked up, all vaccinated, and are going to give you the
Yeah.
Windstar.
Aw, that's
Oh,
so sweet.
Andrea, are you still doing the sail away music when you sail away?
Absolutely. Oh yes, our Vangelis, it's 1492, and we play that beautiful music. It brings tears to my eyes, or it brought tears to my eyes every single day that they did it.
Agreed. It's absolutely beautiful. So for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, you just have to get on board.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thanks,
Thank you,
Andrea.
everybody.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.